second project I chose to explore was Stellarium. Okay, so this is what is going to happen when you first pull up Stellarium. You'll have ground, and you'll also not be able to see the stars very well. So what you need to do is, whoops, turn on, oh, I need to fix this. Turn off the land and turn off the directions if you want to, and definitely turn off the atmosphere, because then all of your stars will show up. There's lots of things you can do with this technology. You can teach your students about the constellations. You can show the constellations and their labels, and that would be the best way to practice learning the constellations. If you really want to, you can show the actual pictures, but sometimes those are hard to see when it's just the lines. Another interesting thing that I've done with this technology that I discovered is you can click on something and click the ocular view. So that's what it would look like in a telescope. If you unclick that and you just zoom in, you can actually see closer than you would if it was just on a telescope. Another interesting thing that I've done is if you turn on the nebulas, then you can click on basically any nebula, can center it, and then zoom in and see a close view of it. That's not a very interesting one. Let's find an actually interesting one. How about that one? See, they actually have pictures embedded in the software of the nebulas. You can view practically anything, but it's a good idea to center it before you zoom in on it, or else it'll be moving. I think one of the most interesting things I've done with this is I was able to click on the sun, center it, make sure you are on the equator, and make sure the planets and the labels are turned on, and you can watch the planets travel around the sun if you speed up time. I speed up time. Earth is also traveling around the sun, of course, but you can watch as Earth travels around. You can watch Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, and so forth travel around the sun with you. Of course, you have the moon traveling around with you every 5 seconds. But this is one of the best tools I've used to show retrograde motion. If you watch Mercury, Mercury is usually moving towards the left of the screen, but for a short amount of time it moves right. And that's called retrograde motion. So that was really fun. I think this is pretty great because a lot of times you can't see all the stars at night, and so you can see the Milky Way right there across the screen diagonally, and you can click on galaxies and zoom in and see what they look like. It's a pretty neat tool.